Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. My bad. At the last second, I was like, oh crap, I gotta go run and grab something. So sorry to leave y'all hanging there for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I tried to fix the camera angle thing, but like the only way to keep it like straight onto me is like that. And then you miss out on a whole bunch of, you know, just like stuff on the GAT wall, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll get all that figured out. It's, you know, life is crazy. I'm still trying to catch up on things. It's been just absolutely insane. And not only is just business with DLD hardware been insane, definition knives, it's been crazy. Life in general has been insane. So for everybody out there with your patience, thank you. I'm still having issues with the back end of my system where I'm finding a whole bunch of orders that didn't go out. I'm getting all of them taken care of, but like I can't even handle the amount of calls that are coming in. So just if you're out there, if you're watching, if you're gonna hop up in my comments like DLD, where my package at? Thank you for your patience in advance, question mark. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Man, I got a couple. Look, tonight is going to be the bones to pick conversation, because I got some serious bones to pick. It's like when the audio doesn't match the video, I got some issues, right? That's an integrity thing, right? Like if someone says they're going to do something and doesn't do it, or if someone says they're about this and then completely neglects to live their life in that manner, then I'm probably going to say something, especially if you have bajillions of people looking at you, watching at you, and looking up to you. Like, that's not cool, man. So yeah, I'm gonna call some stuff out. So y'all, my bad. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna need y'all to watch the taint shot for a second. My bad, y'all. Hold up. Yo, doggy, I am so glad I took that second. Nothing like your dog chewing on something lethal. I mean, not yet. He would have been. Anyway, my bad. So, and actually, let me adjust this. This is a little too loud. Hold up. Scoop dee dee doo, scoop dee doo doo. There we go. Boom. Oh, am I not supposed to report on this? Hold on. See, now we're getting conflicting information. Hold up. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. My bad. That's about something else. Okay, word. My bad. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on DLD After Dark, where I'm Dark with DLD After Dark, and every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday we go live around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I say around, okay? And be on the lookout, because every Tuesday and Thursday we go live here on YouTube. And then on Saturdays, we're doing our show on Grumble. Drop the G, you know what I'm saying? The green place, we like to call it. And I'll drop the link. As you guys know, a lot of you guys know that we started working with Ammo Squared, and they are now actually not just the official sponsor of After Hours Armory, they're actually the official ammo sponsor of DLD After Dark and Black Diamond Guns and Gear. So I'm going to drop this link for you guys. If you set up an account with them, you get $35 of ammo for this month only. Usually it's $25 in ammo. It's not just a pitch. Look, I use the company. I've been using them for years, and I got a whole bunch of ammo that I got in my wallet. It's like a crate, crate wallet. It's basically a savings account where you can set all your presets up for like what ammunition you want, what calibers, what quality, what price you want to pay, the amount you want to put out each week or month, etc. And they just auto get what you want in advance. And then if you need to change it, switch your calibers, trade it back to them, get your money back, whatever, you can just always do that whenever. It's super convenient. Get it shipped when you want, have them store it when you want. It's really dope. So I encourage you guys to check it out. Aside from them being a sponsor of ours on the Saturday show, we've been doing, like I said, I've been using them for a couple of years anyway. Actually, if you're a keen observationist, let's see, you'll see some Ammo Squared stickers that there's another one right there. It's a little too far out of camera view, but they're Ammo Squared stickers all over the place. Dude, their stickers are super base. There's one over here that says less 1984, more 1776. They're super base. So really dope company, and I've never paid $1 of shipping. They're just awesome. So no, I'm not just trying to sell you stuff. I honestly, I don't care if you use them, or not, but why not use a super base company that is just ultra convenient and awesome, and they happen to deal in the one thing that we all have in common, which is bullets. Let me know if anyone out there remembers EDP445. Yo, man, I saw one of the reruns of EDP445 coming through my my feed today, and it was just too funny. And I'm like, you know what? That dude was totally, completely, absolutely blackballed, and as he should have been, right? As he should have been. But is there someone else in the community, not necessarily the community, but being, propped up and held up by conservative that we should also be calling out for the disgusting acts that they have been totally like 100% verified to allegedly have done. See what I did there? Anyway, we'll get all into that in just a moment. We might get as deeply into it as, say, Dr. Disrespect gets into a underage trannies Anyway, let's go ahead and keep this going in the beginning. We'll do our little intro. We'll say what's up to all the channel members, and then we'll get started. So I appreciate you guys. Hey, happy birthday, Tech Money! It's Tech Money's birthday. No way, doggy. Hey, thanks, Drew. Appreciate you, brother. If it is indeed your birthday, Tech Money, then happy birthday, my friend. Tech Money, long time viewer, man. Appreciate you, man. All you guys out here, appreciate you guys. And I just, man, number one, man, I appreciate y'all's patience. Like I said, things have been crazy, and I'm just super grateful to have a very gracious, kind, and understanding viewership that is awesome. Anyway, let's jump into it. So again, I'm Dark with DLD After Dark. We do a live show every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern-ish. Every Tuesday and Thursday is on YouTube. I know I already said this. And then every Saturday is on Brumble. So make sure you check out that other place. That other place has been blowing up, man, like 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, 130,000 views. It has been insane. I've been working directly with Rumble. That's been awesome. Super grateful for that. So yeah, that's been dope. So make sure you check it out. But I don't watch stuff over there. Just go create a username. And you know what? You may find that there's a whole bunch of super dope stuff that you've been missing out on. I actually started going over there to Rumble for, more like entertainment type stuff. When I'm working, I'll have stuff playing in the background. And I've been happy, like finding happy and surprised that I'm finding like some super dope, like one-offs that, bro, like some of them got like 150,000 views, and they're just talking about like guns and politics and beliefs. And so, it's cool. There's some dope stuff over there, but pretty soon, man, GunTube isn't going to be GunTube. It's going to be, the Gundle on Rumble or whatever. We'll see. But you see how it's become, man, this is why I hate Google, YouTube, the alphabet conspiracy working with the government, because even the gun dudes are like, it's GunTube. It's GunTube. Ugh. Anyway, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. So, first off, if you're here for the first time, we don't believe you, okay? You've either been watching for a while or you're employed by the United States government. If you are going to maintain that position and say, but it's really my first time, shout out in chat over here. We got a bunch of dope people in chat. If you're watching on mobile, it'll be those people for down here right below you, or well, right below me, and below me. And yeah, come through, say what's up, holler at the peoples. You may get some value from the live stream, but most of the value that you're going to get is from the people that are in here. So come through and say what's up. For those of you that are coming through, hold on. Actually, you know what? Let me switch it up. For those of you that are here right now, for the 40-something people that are here in the beginning, can I just say thank you? I mean, you guys are rolling up, pulling up the moment that the notification goes live for some of you, because let's be real, we know how notifications work, right? Anyway, and I'm just grateful that you guys are choosing to show up and spend your time with your boy. So thank you. And then if you're watching this the next day or the next day or the next day on replay, we also appreciate you. But do me a favor, drop a comment. For being late, you at least owe a comment, okay? I'm kidding. Drop a comment, the replay mafia, recapitulation syndication. Woo! Reheating the leftovers, refried beans, dark coffee seems to be one of the, if I had to take a guess, dark coffee is like the number one morning after, y'all know what I'm saying, the next day in the morning when people are watching, they're like dark coffee, because they're like watching dark with coffee, anyway. Was it wise to do DLD after dark. You know, at that time, I didn't know this. MGB told me, which, by the way, MGB, we love you. We miss you. One day we'll have him back on soon. MGB had told me, did you know at this time, probably not now, maybe, who knows, that the term after dark is one of the top 5 most Google searched, like, I guess combination of words, whatever you want to call it, right? Like in the United States. It was crazy. So probably not anymore. And being that I'm sitting at under 5,300 subscribers, I would say it's probably probably not the most popular search keywords anymore. Anyway, so those of you that are tuning in tonight, those of you that are going to tune in the next day and the next day and the next day, I appreciate y'all so much. And look, nearly 90% of our support on this channel comes from channel members, which we like to call channel members. So what we do is we take the next 10 minutes or so to greet all of our channel members, literally by name, one at a time. Oh, but that's going to take forever. That's how we do it. Okay. We care so much about the community. What do you mean we? Do you have a mouse in your pocket? I'm just saying, like us, like we care so much about our community that like me, like I am nothing. I am no one. I am, not the center of the show. It's the people, right? It's the people that we meet. Anyway, let's jump into it. So first in chat tonight was your boy Damian Cristo, my guy. Great to see you. Also a very, very long time viewer, and I appreciate you. Let's do a fist a bump. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And congrats on being first, man. You flew through here too. Like right when I set it up, I refreshed and went over to the screen, and boom, you were in there. So in like less than 30 seconds, my man was in here like, yo. You looked like you copy and pasted Flying Rich's, little yo intro. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Blue Curtain Burner in the building, also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Mike McClune, the Goon, brother. Thank you so much for coming through. Not only Mike McClune, the Goon, is also not only a channel member, but he's also a moderator. So thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. I looked through. I was looking through YouTube and my YouTube studio to see how I could gift channel memberships, because it said that it allowed you to to gift a singular like channel membership to individuals, right? I would love to be able to just like click on the right name of right click on the name of people and be like, boom, channel member, boom, channel member. And honestly, there's a lot of you that are so committed, like y'all are such committed viewers. Straight up, I would just boom, bless you like that and be like, yo, channel member, you get the shout outs, you get the love in the beginning and the end and all that. Pause. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and get into it. And before we do, a word from no sponsor.
Oh, I get it. You're retarded. You don't understand a word I say.
What you will see is that from time to time, when I do solo streams, which honestly sometimes are great because I get to actually like just chill and focus on the homies, Hey, Steve Whoop, my man Steve Whoop came through and dropped a bag. Look at this. Hold up. Dang, I'm super behind. Okay, let's see where it is. Oh my goodness, I am all the way that far back. Boom, Steve Whoop gifted 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships. Woo, my man. Oh, should I do the fake applause again? Hold up. Let me move this Sarah coded 21. There's a person out there that did this and they know who they are. Hold up. Ooh. All right, let's do the applause. It doesn't really sound like it, does it? No, I don't think. Dang, what? Stop playing, dude. Right when I spoke too soon. Dang. Okay, what? Then Hot Dog 990 Rumble comes through and says, I'll double that. Drop 2 bags. Pff, pff. Look at this. I'm sorry, that's so cheesy. And it's funny because I have like a state-of-the-art mixer and SM7B mics and all this stuff. I just don't have a soundtrack for that. But yo, Hot Dog 990, brother, thank you so much, man. Yo, dude, you guys are incredible. I was talking about it coming out of my pocket, not y'all's pocket, but here we go. Right after I say that I would turn a bunch of other people into Chenamembas, Steve Whoop dropped 5 like that, and then boom, Hot Dog 990, boom, drop 10 like that. So we got 15 new members of the Kim Light Battalion. So let's see who it is. Dang Chessboard, what's up, G? I haven't seen you in a minute. Tech Money received a birthday membership. Nice. Silverback Tactical and Defense received a channel membership. Rip Curl Readiness received a membership. Let's see. Tim Hoppa received a channel membership. JCap received a membership. Those were all from Steve Whoop. That's awesome. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you spreading the love, man. And then let's see. Okay, my other account, my dark account, received a channel membership. I wish I could give it. Whoa, hold up. It says Agorizer was hidden by Marconi Armory. Agorizer's the homie. Don't hide Agorizer. Marconi, was that an accident? Because as a moderator for plenty of folks, I've set my phone in my pocket and unhide user on this channel. Okay, hold on. Agorizer, drop a note just to make sure that that we can see you. Don't be hiding. Yeah, we know. Look, that is a common accident, bro. You're back, Aggie. Yeah, as a moderator of a bunch of other channels, bro, I've put my phone in my pocket, been listening on my ear while the heat of my leg is like pressing buttons on my phone, and I'm hiding people. I'm deleting comments, and people are like, DLD After Dark is a tyrant. I'm like, yo, I was just doing laundry, you know. Getting back to it, Hot Dog 990, brother, thank you so much. Gifted 10 DLD After Dark channel memberships. JPass was gifted a channel membership. Alt account was gifted a membership. Ron Wayne was gifted a channel membership. Nice. Johnny Propane, my guy. Misty Misdemeanor Miss Wayne was gifted a membership. Lowen Behold. Lead on Steel was gifted a membership. Joey Cola was gifted a membership. Andy Lipsco was gifted a membership, and the Redneck Prepper was gifted a membership. Bro, that is awesome, man. Love y'all so much, man. Appreciate y'all spreading the love like that, man. That is what's up. That's what's up. So let me get back in. Let's do this. Channel members sound off, and I'll go through and say what's up on this side, because look, if I go back right now almost 24 minutes in and go back to the beginning, y'all already know this is gonna be like the show starts at 2 hours and 14 minutes, you know, it's gonna be a minute. So either hit a 1 in chat or do a sound off, do a salute, an 07 something, so I can make sure that you know, I come through and you know, spread the love. Let's see. Oh, Tang Tang is here as well. Tang Tang. Tech Money got the birthday membership. That's what's up. I've done that and bought all kinds of stuff. Pocket shopping, bro. That's pocket shopping. That's where it's at, Dougie. Let's see. Let me go back here. Hello, DLD in chat. Great to see you. Great to see you, Tang Tang. Let's see. Let me go back up here. Wife sent me for groceries. Yep, that's how it happens, bro. That's how it happens. Callie, bro, great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming through as well. Yes, I was driving, dog. I know it's that's why I wasn't like, dude, Marconi, what are you doing, bro? You know how it is. Hey, Drewski, thank you for dropping this. It's also frustrating that like if you go to definitionknives.com, the store pops up, right? But when you go to share the link, it comes up with the individual shift for shop store link, and it's so frustrating. So what Drew is sharing here is the definitionknives.com, which, crazy enough, if you type in www. Oh, did I spell that wrong? Hold up. Definitionknives.com. Boom. Boom. That takes you to the same place. Robert Ham, what's up, brother? All right, let's give a shout out to the landscape. You got ads? You got ads coming to my live stream? That means they didn't can me yet, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Is that who I think it is? No. Stop playing. What up, G? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Wilberto. Let's see. Let's go back up here. All right, so let's start back here. Let's give a little bit more. And before we do that, look, y'all know I need to show you all the pink-haired lady.
I see an American flag, I immediately look at that I'm like, that person's probably a bigot. That person's probably a homophobe. That person's probably a racist if they're just flying American flags out everywhere.
If that is your barometer of if someone is racist or not, you got problems, homegirl. More than one. All right, let's start up here. Boom, that's when we did it. Okay, Tech Money now with Chanamimba. Great to see you, brother. Jova Q, moderator, brother. Appreciate you coming through. Gort, great to see you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Steve Whoop, who also gave 5 DLD After Dark Chanamimba ships. Lifetime Chanamimba. Drewski, brother. Great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Also a moderator. Lightning McQueen, brother. Great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Also a Chanamimba. Senor Bub, great to see you, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Tech Money, Lightning McQueen, Drewski, J Pass, my guy. Great to see you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Also, Chanamimba, Blue Curtain Burner, Squirting the Burner. Great to see you, brother. Also, Chanamimba, Zanti, the Misfit from Zanti. Great to see you. Also, Chanamimba. You know, I appreciate you, my guy. Let's see, Senor Bub, Tech Money. Let's see, Steve Whoop, J Pass, Mike McClone, the Goon. We said what's up to him, but great to see you again, man. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. I can't believe, but landscaping. I'll take it, bro. YouTube isn't squashing me down. That's what's up. That's a big step in the right direction. Let's see who else we got up in here. Zanti Misfit, Steve Whoop, Gort, Lightning McQueen. See, TMC is somebody I would just boom make a channel member if I could, man. And they said, you know, this is something new. You can just make them a channel member, and like a bunch of you guys, I would just make channel members because y'all are the homies. You've been here for literal years. So you know. Wow, yo, see, this is how you know someone has been here for years and years and years, because waffle stomping actually didn't even originate. Well, first off, I cannot make the claim or take any responsibility for the creation of waffle stomping. Apparently, that's like a real thing. Don't look it up, okay? But this actually was from Discord. My old Discord server that I guess is still active. I don't engage in it anymore. It's just, man, that sucks because a lot of the homies in there were awesome, and I miss y'all. Love y'all. But it's hard. It's hard to do all the things and still go back and engage with that. So I suck at that. But waffle stomping was something that Glorunge. Oh man, this dude. I can't speak negatively of others. There was a gentleman that was previously in our Discord that said that he lived with his mother. He was not a young man, full-grown adult, close to my age. And when his bathroom in his mom's house was out of order, he would use his shower as a restroom. And if you think of the grate that's in a shower, right? It's like the shape of a waffle, right? You got Latin long. he would waffle stomp things down the shower drain, restroom related. JPass, Steve Whoop, all channel members, Xanthi Misfit, Dr. Sandwich Chef, brother, great to see you, man. PhD. I love the stuff you just randomly and ridiculously change your name to. It is hilarious. One of my most favorites still to date being Sandwich Chef, the chef of sandwiches. Beautiful. Excellent execution. Steve Whoop, Lightning McQueen, JPass. Let's see who else we got. G23, it's another one. I'll just make him a channel member, but YouTube is not showing me how to do it. I'm gonna have to go back in and look through. Aggie, another one I would make. You know what I'm saying? It's like the homies that have been here forever. You know, Xanthi Misfits, Steve Whoop, Drewski, Steve Whoop, Lightning McQueen, Senor Bub, Drewski, Agarizer, TMC, Damien Cristo, another one. Let's see, JPass, P38, Wilberto. If I missed anyone else, man, channel members, love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. Literally, no exaggeration, nearly 90% of the support comes from y'all. And for real, I believe the kids say no cap. Most of the support for DLD hardware and definition knives also comes from channel members. Stop it. Are you for real? Yo, no way. Is this a repeat? Hold up. DLD's the best. Yo, Hot Dog 990 just gave another 10. 2 bags, 2 sacks on the table. Gifted another 10 DLD After Dark channel memberships. Holy moly, bro. I most certainly was not expecting that. And your first 10 was enough, man. But holy moly, I was not expecting a second one. Doggy, thank you so much, man. I know the homies appreciate you too, man. Let's go back. Let's see. Revolutionary, Lake Life, Double A, C-Man, Integrity Firearms, Vanessa Kitty, Tactical Turkeys, Demo Man Don, CL Drop, CI Drop. Oh, whoops, hold on. CL Drop, CI Drop, CI Drop, Shameless, and Jason Ewing, all gifted channel memberships. Holy moly, bro. Thank you so much, man. Wow, dude, thank you. I was not expecting that. Yo, I appreciate you, Dougie, for real. So we've already had 25 channel memberships given away, and there's, we're 33 minutes into the live stream. That's crazy, dude. Hot Dog, brother, thank you so much, man. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for every single one of you guys. But alas, we do need to have a conversation about some stuff, so we're going to get into it. Y'all know how it is, man. When I'm doing solo streams, I need to take a second and get nicotine and have a little drink.
Oh, no.
No. Hold up. Y'all remember Biden would drink that like apple juice colored stuff? It's kind of the same thing. This is my wakey juice, It's those little Celsius packets, which shout out to Celsius. Holla at your boy if you're trying to sell a little something up. You know what I'm saying? I drink y'all stuff every day. But I don't really like the drinks, though. I mean, the drinks they're actually good, but like, not that I don't like them. I prefer the little fizzy sticks that you put in. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I know it's not June. I know it's not Sodomy month, but I did want to just run that.
Oh, no. No.
Wakey juice. Okay. All right. A couple things. So first off, let's talk about the Glock AR. So I looked back, man. It was years ago. We had the pictures from the facility in Chantilly, Virginia, that was holding. I don't remember how many it was. I'd have to look back at and like watch the whole video, but I mean, we're talking like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of civilian Glock ARs, mostly civilian, excuse me, Glock AR lowers, but they also did have some law enforcement ones too, full auto, select fire and all that. I'm trying to pull up this picture that I got so I can show y'all something. Oh, look, everyone is showing off the Glock breakdowns that are in other languages or whatever, that basically showing the spec sheets in, that were made in Austria or whatever. Now we got something better than that. Hold up. We actually have one out in the wild because, and this was like 3 weeks ago, doggy. Let me see. Is this the new Glock AR? Oh, no, that's a different one. Stop it. Ting Ting, are you serious, dude? No freaking way. Are you for real? Did you guys like get together on the outside and like plan to do this? Ting Ting, did you do that on purpose or is that an accident? Holy moly, Ting Ting just gifted 10 DLD After Dark channel memberships to what? That's like 35 channel memberships. Holy moly. Yo, now we're starting to see names that we haven't seen in a minute too. Gunner Austin, J Ham, Crypto Keeper, Cheatham 007, John Doe, my guy. Hey, more Beta Prince, Ross, what up? Ross 77 received a channel membership. Gift Bomb, Dennis Dottie, James Floyd, Dan Stan, EDC, DT. Holy moly, Ting Ting, man, you did not have to do that. What a blessing. Oh my goodness. Ting Ting, in return, I would like to send you maybe some feet pics or and anything you call it, all right, anything, or just a nice thank you, could do as well. But genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Ting Ting. Thank you to all you guys. Ting Ting, Hot Dog 990 again, and Steve Whoop. You guys are incredible. I love y'all, man. Thank you guys, for real, man. Woof, man. How do you continue from that, bro? That's incredible. I'm waiting for Ting Ting to respond and be like, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to send a super chat or something like that. No, we love you. We love you. Thank you, man. For real. I'm a good girl. Just feet pics. After that, you got it. You got it. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are incredible, man. I don't deserve just no, I don't have a goal. Why is it telling me to put a goal up here, man? This is the stuff I don't like about YouTube, man. It's commercializing everything. Sorry. Yeah, Ting Ting, Steve Whoop, man, Hot Dog 990, all you guys are incredible, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys, for real. For you guys to do that means a lot, and I am grateful for you. Thank you. So let's get into it. Man, how do you pick up from that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a hard thing to because I was, my bad, I was looking for, what's up, Marengo? Stifler, brother, great to see you, Stifler Manufacturing. I saw Marconi in here earlier. Marconi. All right, let's get back to this, and I'll stay on track. My apologies, y'all, but thank you guys, for real. Okay, so we got here. Oh, dang, I may have to go back further. Yeah, I got to go back further. Let me go back to the screenshots. And okay, screenshots. So a lot of you guys, when you go look for information on the Glock AR15, you're going to see everyone pulling from the same like Austrian spec sheet and whatnot. And okay, that's cool. All right. But weeks ago, I can actually tell you the date, August 21st. I took a screenshot of something that was shared between a small community group. Let's see, dang, why won't you let me just boop. Okay, and I'm gonna show this to you guys. I'm gonna show you a Glock AR15 out in the wild. So this was at, I can't give too much information, but I can say this was out at a class, and at the class, the instructor had walked over to the table where everyone there in the class had an AR-15. Well, this individual was an employee of a particular company who maybe have made some less than stellar decisions remarking about machine gun conversion devices recently. It was an employee of Glock, okay? And on the table, his AR-15 was different from all the others. Now, how is it different, you say? Well, let's take a look right here. First off, if you look here, you see that big old weird looking barrel nut? Well, if you guys remember, like more than 2 years ago, we were thinking like, hey, this huge QD throw lever on the Glock AR handguard could be like a quick barrel change system or something. We don't know if it is or it is not. If it is, that'd be dope. But look, hey, guess what? The AR-15 does have a quick barrel changing system. It's called swap uppers. Okay, but I'm just saying. Anyway, if you look over here to, dang it, why does it keep doing that? To the right, you'll see this very blocky lower with a very interesting stippling pattern on this grip here. Yes, this is the Glock style grip with even like the funky little undercut, you know. The safety selector has got that blocky look. If you look really, really closely, even the takedown pins have that like blocky kind of vibe, you know. The trigger guard has that blocky vibe. Even the ambi bolt release has that blocky vibe. Even the oblong, you know, oval whatchamacallit has the blocky glocky vibe, you know. So they're totally going like Glock style, right? The back of the receiver, right, it's got like the blockiness on it. It just looks Glockish, you know. And I know what you're saying, like, well, how do you know that this is a Glock lower? Well, let's zoom in on this bad boy right here. Bam, bam, bam. And then there's a big old banger right there. And this is, look, after looking at all the pictures and all that, this is 100% for certain the Glock AR. It comes with a Geisley trigger. It's got all the things that you see everywhere else where the Glock AR is, being, showed off, brought up, and discussed. I'm probably not even supposed to like show this, but I'm not really tripping. This was something that surfaced at a class. Someone had publicly taken or privately taken a picture of it, and it was publicly shared, and then publicly shared with me, and then that's how it ends up out in the wild, so I'm comfortable with that. And then if Crump and everyone else gets upset with me, then you know what, sorry. Okay, sorry. So let's go back here. More Beta Prince, what's up, brother? Honestly, what I'd like to see, first off, can we just say that oh, hold up. What did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Sorry. Just making sure. I was super far back in chat. Let me go back here real quick. Sorry, give me 1 sec. What I'm not happy about, look, the only thing personally that I could relate the Glock carbine to, what I would say that I would expect it to be like maybe better, would be the Geisley Super Duty rifle. the Geisley Super Duty rifle is an incredible rifle. Okay. Now, at least the Geisley has the braided Super 42 spring and buffer system with the buffer tube. And I mean, it is smooth as glass. When you get them from the factory, you rack them, put a little grease on the buffer. For all you guys out there, if you are an AR builder and you know, when you start putting together ARs, you know, whether you build them, assemble them, whatever you want to call them, call it. Because honestly, if you're not milling the receiver, we probably can't call it building. But if you assemble your own ARs, then you've taken a dry buffer tube with a dry spring and dry buffer and dry BCG and racked it. And it is so dry and crusty that you can literally smell it. It's got that like puppy breath smell when you rack and charge the handle. You know what I'm saying? And that means that you have a super dry, scratchy system. So if you just take a moment and you take some like Aegis gun cleaning grease, no, not solvent, no, not oil, no, not CLP, no, not any, I'm talking grease, actual grease. I don't care if it's freaking axle grease. Take some kind of grease. I personally use and recommend the Aegis Gun Care grease. It's excellent. Take a little bit of that. Just boop it all around the buffer spring, boop it, boop it, boop it, boop it, shove that bad boy in there, and then rack it like, 10 times. By like the third rack, you'll be like, whoa, like this is literally game-changingly smooth. Does that work? Game-changingly? Can I say that? It is a game changer, and it is smooth. How about that? It's something that someone taught me like years back. And it's funny because when you say stuff like this, like people usually don't listen to you, but the few out there that do, but does it take Glock mags? I just saw that. That's great. No, not polymer lower. That is an aluminum lower. This is hilarious, bro. Okay. So the few people that actually do listen and go grease their buffer springs and go charge their rifle, literally the next show that I do, they hit me up, they're like, dude, Dark, I did that and my gun is like 10 times smoother. I'm telling you, a little bit of grease, Astroglide. I wouldn't recommend Astroglide because what it smells like when you run your gun. Don't ask, just know that I know. Okay. I'm curious about one thing though, and I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, but I'm a little curious. What's on the screen? Let's see if we can take a look at what's on the screen here. Well, they're clearly showing an AR. Are they showing the Glock AR? No, because that's a different AR on the table. It appears to be a different AR on the table. So let's see if it says anything specific. I think that just says lower receiver, magazine, stock, buffer spring. So this is just in general. Yeah, that's a very general, right? Yeah. Sorry, I was just curious. I didn't know if because I still haven't been told about like exactly what kind of class this was, and I'm like, man, I'm getting kind of curious. Like, who's gonna roll up in there with a Glock AR? I mean, obviously it was a Glock employee, but I found that really interesting. And the dude said that he went and snapped a picture of it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I believe that. Would I believe that like this may have been some type of meeting with like Glock employees with Glock ARs that were doing like a T&E meeting, like evaluating maybe the last couple weeks or something like that? I don't know. It just kind of got me thinking. Now, what I had heard recently is that Glock actually had completely redesigned their Gen 6 frame because they were running it. So basically the way that the Gen 6 is, if you guys had looked at the Zev OZ9, it's basically like, or kind of like the GST9, only different, where it's basically, instead of having a drop-in FCU, you have a dust cover in the front that you could drop in to be, I believe, either a 19 or 17, maybe either 26, 19, or 17, who knows. And then on the lower part of the frame, you can put in a like kind of grip sleeve attachment that connects to the firearm. It doesn't just like go on with the magazine. I was just saying it's akin to that, where you can actually clip, snap on to the frame, to the receiver portion of the gun, a 26, 19, or 17 piece, which is kind of dope, because those people that want a Glock 34 upper with a Glock 26 grip, or a Glock 26 slide with a Glock 17 grip or whatever, like you could do that, which honestly I would probably rock that. I know I'm a weirdo when it comes to that. If I could rock a Glock 17 sized grip with a Glock 26 sized muzzle with a pick rail, and I could run a TLR1 footprint goon beam on that thing, done. Next. Like, that's it. That's my carry gun. And why, you ask? I don't know. I just want to. My bad. I'm super far behind on chat here. Let's the cleaning kit hole is a Chinese pocket. Vape juice works well on Hoth since it has antifreeze in it. No, this don't have antifreeze in it. Some I couldn't even imagine what they got in it. But I'm gonna keep vaping either way. Obama's gonna sell them to the cartel. Woo! Dang! What a burn! But when I think of Obama, I think of one word.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, so what's to expect? Well, apparently the Glock AR15 is, whenever it does drop, people are saying they're expecting to see it for SHOT 2026. I don't know, because they're talking about, they were talking about introducing the 6th generation of pistols, which is like the modular design, at NRAM, which was, it's already passed. And I think that was like June, July, something like that. I don't remember right offhand. But then I thought, though, so pause. If we go back, they already started selling, like literally in an OEM box. You can buy straight up factory OEM brand new Glock Gen 3 MOS slides, barrels, upper parts kit, like everything. So you could take an old school Gen 3 frame and throw a Gen 3 MOS slide on it. That, honestly, bro, that's pure sex. I love that. Like, the thing that is appealing about Gen 5 is, okay, no finger grooves. That's dope. The Gen 3 finger grooves, though, like, I don't mind those at all. I kind of like them. And I like throwing a Gen 3 in my waistband every now and then. Now, the thing that makes Gen 3s suck is the fact that I want to run a dot on my gun. And if I run a dot on my gun, then I'm probably going to run the Gen 5 MOS, which I wish I could just grab this thing that's right here in front of me right now, but I can't because we're on YouTube. So sorry about that. Wakey, wakey. Hold on. Here, give me 1 second. Enjoy this gentleman being fired upon in the scrotum, and I'll BRB. Okay, one thing that I've never noticed about that video, you can hear someone going like, oh, like right after he discharges that thing, right? But they stop and they slow it down, and then you hear like, and then they slow it down even more. Then it's like, check this out, hold on. So listen right after he discharges, okay? Like right after. It's so funny, man, because like if anyone out there has ever been in a fight, did you see that one dude that was like, put him up, put him up, put him up? That reminds me of a video that I had seen recently, and it's like we all have a plan of like what we want to do if we get into a fight. And who was it? It was that R-Tard Mike Tyson that said we all have a plan until we get punched in the face. Like, this is usually how fist fights go. Okay, bro, hold up. This is just too funny. Dude, when I saw that, I was dying laughing. I had to screen record it immediately, and I was like, okay, we got to do this. And that, you know what? I think that's got to be one of the videos that like is a staple. Like when dudes like are getting in a fist fight and stuff. Like this dude. See if you can see him on the top left side. You saw him, right? You saw him. The first thing I literally, the first thing I thought of was this thing exactly. Dude, it'll never be fun. Like, it'll never not be funny. Like, I'm sorry, that's it. Anyway, so let me get back to it. So, but that reminds me of a couple things, man. So hold on, I'll finish the Glock conversation first. My bad, I get sidetracked so easily, especially when getting dog tail whipped in your pecker. Okay, so Glock 6th generation was supposed to drop at NRAM. It didn't, right? So then everyone was like, well, then Glock Gen 6 is going to drop, SHOT Show 2026. Well, I don't know about that, man. And this is all speculation from your boy. Like, I'm just literally thinking out loud here. But if Glock is dropping Gen 6, if they're the introduction of Gen 6, that is huge for them. It's huge for them. It's not huge for us. It's just the same gun, slightly different, changes and upgrades. And the fact that now you'll be able to go buy a $625 gun and then buy another $350 to $450 slide to slap on it if you want to change something. Like, I don't really see that as a benefit. Like, us builders have been doing that for ages, and we're doing it for under $500. The issue is that, like, the thing that makes Gen 3 kind of suck is, like, you could get an OEM lower and then all OEM guts from someone like Marine Gun Builder, and then get an RMR cut slide, right? Like, let's say Stifler, Marconi, like whatever, anything, even like a Lone Wolf slide or something like that, which they don't actually have recoil bosses on them. Brownell slide, whatever, right? And then you're not running an OEM slide. And it's like, yeah, like if I want to put together an OEM gun, then I want an OEM gun. If I want to put together just like a total aftermarket performance part gun, then I'm going to do that, right? But a lot of these Gen 3 optic cut slides are just not up to snuff for EDC. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of them on the market. I'm not saying all of them at all, right? I'm just saying a lot of the ones on the market that are affordable aren't really up to snuff. I'm sorry, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that about Marconi. I'm not saying that about Stifler. I actually would say quite the opposite, especially since they're the homies. Like Stifler is using straight up 17.4 all-American stainless steel. It's constantly evolving and growing the companies, coming out with the 26. And Marconi, you already know Marconi's on next level stuff. Like, he's literally, for the price of a Radian, a barrel and a break, he came out with an integrally comped and ported with a chunk port slide and barrel combination, which, like a lot of people are like, well, it's not cheap. No, it's not cheap, but it is an entire upper assembly for the cost of a Radian ramjet, So in my opinion, the value is there, and it is super, super flat. I would really love to get that. Vanessa Kitty, welcome. Ting Ting got you a channel membership. Kurt 24, great to see you, brother. Appreciate you, man. I know you had said you were tied up early, which, by the way, I'm sorry. Did I miss Kurt 24, the producer of the show? Ladies and gentlemen, let him know. Show him some love. And remember. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What was I going to say? Oh, and everyone, for a reminder, it's Tech Money's birthday, so show him some love too. 17-4, baby. Yes, sir. But anyway, it's so I think a lot of the stuff on the market is not up to snuff for like true EDC quality. And I know people are going to be like, "Oh, DLD, you're just a gun snob. You're just a brand whore. You're just no. It's all about performance. How does something perform? And even if it works, great. If it works, is the optic going to shear off and smack me in the forehead or fly off and crack my friend in the noggin? Like, you know, it's got to be something that is legit, that is proven and trustworthy and affordable, which that is a very difficult balance to meet. I'll tell you what, dude. And this is with friends in the chat who literally own slide companies. Okay. I really like the old Polymer 80 slides that were machined by Steel City Arsenal. They're excellent Glock slides. Like I got them on some OEM lowers with some Shadow Systems lower parts kits or OEM lower parts kits, and they run. Matter of fact, you know what I got? I actually got, this is what I was going to say. I got a Gen 3 lower, and y'all know I got a Glock problem, all right? I still got like 30-something Glocks. I got a Gen 3 lower with a Strike Industries FDE slide with a threaded barrel that your boy MGB sent me just because he's awesome. I was like, man, I really need a 19 barrel. He's like, done. Shoot me your address. I got you, bro. You know? And then Garen, what's up, brother? Traveler, good to see you guys. PSA, $180 Gen 3 compatible dagger slides. Boom, right? As long as they are proven and you trust it and it's reliable, good to go, bro. And the whole thing we were talking about, like, well, daggers really only run to like 7,000 rounds. Good. Put 1,000 rounds through it, and if it still runs, carry that thing, and you don't need to replace parts until 7,000 plus rounds. You're good to go. And dagger parts are inexpensive. But anyway, I say all of this to say this. So, actually, you know what? While I'm thinking of this, you know what I'm going to do? Because you guys are the inspiration for everything I know and love. Let's do this. Yes, use this. Let's see if I can pull this off. Let me see. Media. Okay, Mo. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if it'll take. If it'll take, bro, I'm all about. Oh, hold up. Is it working? Is it working? Stand by. Stand by. It may not work. Hold, priest. Yes, got it. Okay, got him. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. So I do have a Bear Creek Arsenal Grok Crone, and man, I haven't put the rounds through it to say that it's good to go or not. I will say, for $239, it's hard to sneeze at that thing. But again, I have not put it through its paces. I got so many other things that I still got to run. Yes. So if you use code DARK, Steewoop, sorry, I'll back up and I'll finish my thought. Steewoop, yes. If you use code DARK, I can't remember how much, you get a percentage off of Marconi stuff. Yes. And bro, straight up, dude, you can't even get the V1 slides anymore. I got 2 of them and I am super, super stoked that I was able to get the 2 that I got. You cannot get the V1s anymore, and there will come a time that the V2s are gone, that the ported with the chunk port and then the 4 ports behind it, those are going to be gone. He's going to be on the V3, and then you won't be able to get those. So I'm just saying, keep that in mind. for like $400, bro. It's worth it. DLD After Dark, need recommendation for Gen 3 G19 pins. My OEM trigger pin keeps drifting under recoil. So that could be a couple things. But what? So is it the trigger pin or trigger housing pin? A. B. What kind of frame is it? Because that has a lot to do with it. That poor kid. I know, right? I know. It's, of course I felt bad for him, but I mean, what better to laugh at than someone else's misfortune? Fluffy Bunny, brother, great to see you, man. Also with Chinamimba. G19 P80 slide for 74. What? Where at? And is it optics cut? Let me know, bro. That is a good. I got a few of them. Blemished but functional. Where at, my guy? I mailed off my permit renewal today. I got to renew mine for Merlin. Ugh, I hate Merlin. DB Koopa, what's up, buddy? Hot dog 990. Did I see him? Where's he at? I don't think I see any comments, but he's out here. He's watching. We love the hot dog. It was a long time ago. No, not optics cut. Dude, right now I got a the Cobalt, which is like a greenish. I don't know why it's Cobalt, because Cobalt's supposed to be blue. This isn't blue. The Cobalt matching G19 Gen 3 P80 slide. Those were cut by Steel City Arsenal. Okay. Their slides are stupid expensive. So you're getting a stupid expensive slide cut by Steel City Arsenal for dumb cheap, right? They were like $139 for a while. I bought a bunch when I was a dealer of for Polymer 80, and I just kept a few that I didn't list for sale on DLD hardware, and then kept those. But I took that is a Gen 3 Cobalt 19 slide that I threw on a gray PSA Dagger lower with the Shadow Systems 19 barrel, and that thing is like chef's kiss. It's awesome. Love it. Okay, so what I was saying, to go back to all this stuff, what I was saying is that I don't believe that Glock could go to SHOT Show, which like their big announcement is like, we put optics cut, right? Like that's their big announcement usually, like stuff like that. We cut our cruciform into 2 pieces, so now we call Gen 5. Oh, and those finger grooves we've been saying are the best ergonomically for 25 years, we remove them, right? Like it's the weirdest stuff. So they can't, like with their history of releasing things, they can't just pull up and be like Glock Gen 6 pff, and then Glock AR pff. They have to be like Glock Gen 6, big announcement, push it like crazy, and then Glock AR much later, or vice versa, right? But what leads me to believe that the announcement of Glock Gen 6 would be first is because of the fact that they are already separate. They've already done all the SKU knockoffs. They've already knocked off like a buttload of SKUs that they're not going to be, manufacturing anymore, which means they're thinking from the standpoint of, we're going to be manufacturing way more slides and barrels and blah 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 and parts, as opposed to frames and complete guns, which means they're probably, since we are literally already seeing for sale out in the world a Glock black, gray, and orange OEM box with inside Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5 optics cut MOS slides, slide barrel, slide parts kit combo, which it's still like $400. It's like not a great deal, It's like I would literally rather have 2 Glocks than 1.5 Glocks. You know what I'm saying? I would rather pay the full price for 2 Glocks than to have a, one complete Glock and then a different slide and ejector sitting on the side. Like, no, I'd rather have 2, So, but I'm a weirdo like that. I mean, some people really love the ability to grab stuff and swap it around and make it subcompact, compact, full size, competition, whatever. And I get that. I mean, it's cool to do that too, but I also would, if I had to choose one, I'd rather have multiple guns than, one that could turn into others, whatever. It's kind of like, and I think most people think like that. Like, why would I drop $400 on another Glock slide barrel, recoil spring assembly and parts kit that, like, now that means I just need another frame and lower parts kit because I'm going to make another gun, you know. Anyway, I'm probably not the target market for Glock and for Gen 6 because I could open up an FFL with the amount of Glocks that I have, which is, and I'm not, it's not a flex. I'm just saying, like, it's, everyone's different. Anyway, I guess that we could take this a couple different places. Number one, probably why I have 17 ARs too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think I got like 14, 15 ARs and a bunch of AKs and non-AK AR, rifles, and then a bunch of other rifles and the shotguns and a bunch of cans and bunch of couple MP5s. Like, it's like variety is the spice of life, Again, not trying to flex, don't care. It's not like a flex thing. It's just like I happen to have worked in the firearms industry for a while, so I got a bunch of stuff for the low. Back when I was blowing crazy money on guns, I would only look for stupid deals, and anyway, it's not about me. So backing it up a little bit. Yes, lowers are awesome to assemble and disassemble. Sometimes, though, I just like to have like another gun, right? Like, so right now I have some Glock slides that are literally just all sitting like lined up right here, like not doing anything. There would have been a time where that bothered me a lot. And if I had, a bunch of guns sitting out in parts but didn't have some lowers, or had a bunch of lowers but didn't, it would bother me, and I would like very carefully and strategically buy other stuff to look. Now I got like a fishing lure bag or whatever, that big old parts kit thing with all the little compartments, literally loaded with Glock parts, like a stupid amount of Glock parts. Some OEM, some aftermarket, some Shadow Systems, some P80, some whatever, but it's one of those things. Anyway, sorry. So we need to get on another topic. Give me 1 second. I need some nicotine.
What a stupid son. What a stupid son of a bitch.
Oh, I get it. You're retarded. You don't understand a word I say.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Oh, you gotta love those videos, right? Some people collect shoes. Dark does Glocks. Yes, this is true. I also got an outrageous amount of like dress shoes and stuff like that too. They're next to be sold. Anyway, okay, so I got a little bit of an issue. Okay, so today I'm chilling, and like a lot of times I'll put on YouTube or like whatever, I'll put like a show on or something, and I'll put it up on my little thing, and then I'll just do work, do packages, do all that stuff. Right now I'm actually in the process of setting up my machine to do carbon fiber nylon, glass filled nylon, and the super hot, crazy, exotic filaments, so that I can take these files that we're improving on, remixing slightly, and start selling some of these things. Like, so the Glock FRT, I took that. They work pretty well, but it seems like in two pieces they work a little bit better. So I'm kind of working on that right now. If we can tweak that and perfect it, because some of the ones that are out there available, even just the ones with like basic commercial licenses that would be totally like okay to sell, I don't want to just take someone else's work and sell it. I don't feel good about that. So we're kind of working on some stuff. Just kind of keep an eye out. The TX22 FRTs, 1022 FRT, bro. Those 1022 FRTs are sick, and that right there, that's that bento box 1022 that I ran out of filament, so it has like a 4.5-inch barrel. So I'm just going to have to print another one. It is what it is. So on DLD hardware, I'm going to have Glock FRTs. I'm going to have the TX22 FRTs. I'm going to have the 1022 FRTs and possibly even the M&P FRTs. But just know that these are not for carrying. They're not for EDC. They are for party tricks at the range only. Please use responsibly. Only supervised by a super special RSO. No, not a registered sex offender like EDP445. I mean a range safety officer, which gets to the next topic here. So today, I had YouTube just playing in the background while I was doing some work. I'm sorry. So I say all that other stuff about getting set up to do nylon and all that, which is going to be like $378 ish to get it set up. So I'm trying to very carefully, strategically, and with my planning cap on, put that together. So just be on the lookout. More to come in the future. Gurt, I have a Magma ported Smith & Wesson 629-44 Magnum snub nose, totally impractical but fun. That Magna ported, that is awesome. Magna ports are super dope. Most people don't even know what that is. That's awesome. Big block Chevrolet 3D printed intake manifold. Dude, you want to talk about some stuff? Okay. All right. I need to stop. I'm an RSO. Registered. No. Range safety officer. Okay. All right. Just making sure. I'm just kidding, Steve. Registered offender? Sorry. So this PPSCF10, bro, depending on the application, this filament is printed at like nearly 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And when you take it off the build plate and you tap it on the table, it literally sounds like, where's metal? Like that. It is solid, but it also has the properties that are more of like ceramic. So if you drop it from like chest height, it's going to shatter. It's going to break. It is extremely hard. Tensile strength off the charts. You can only print it on certain printers that go beyond 330 degrees Celsius. It is crazy, but its resistance to like solvents, temperature, its tensile strength, it's like, it is out of this world, but not the best for like gun stuff, right? For something like replacement parts and engines and stuff, I mean, absolutely like crazy like engineering type qualities right there. For the kind of stuff that we're doing, not so much, but very cool though, very cool. What I'm probably going to be doing is like going to like the what is it, PF6 12 CF 10 20 25, I don't remember. Anyway, but it's going to be stuff like that. That's PF6 PF12 carbon fiber nylon. I may do some stuff in glass filled nylon depending on the application and the properties of what we're printing and what abuse and like resistance is it going to be meeting when it's installed on something. For most applications, the carbon fiber nylon, just straight up like CF6 or 12 carbon fiber nylon, is going to be perfect, especially for like a Glock FRT or something like that, especially something that I'm going to charge like nothing for, like $10-20, something like that. Definitely great. And what other FRT can you get for 10 or 20 bucks? Come on, bro. Anyway, just please do not carry anything without a safety dongle. If we can put one in, dope. If not, just it's a party trick for the range. Okay. Let me get called back up here. PPS CF 320C minimum, ideally hot stuff. Yeah. So basically, when I get set up, we'll be doing stuff like that, like TX22 FRTs, the Glock FRTs, the 1022s, maybe the MPs and all that, whatever. So be on the lookout. But anyway, so getting back to what I was saying, today I was on, just letting stuff play in the background while I was doing packages and stuff, just trying to get caught up. And what popped up on my feed was the old episode about EDP445, where the dude openly had solicited a very young individual. Okay, and if you guys don't remember, you know Skeet Hansen, right? Skeet Hansen and, oh man, what's that other dude's name? It's like Jalayan or something like that. I don't know. He used to have like a prank channel, but then like he found Christ, totally turned his life around. Shout out, Christ is king. I'm just saying. Anyway, Jalayan? I don't remember his name. Whatever. I'm bad with names. And it popped up on my feed, and it was just going through, and then a follow-up video came up. It was going through talking about everything that happened. Jadeon, yeah, something like that. But the interesting thing, Jay Duff, what up? King of Kings, yes sir. Jildian, whatever, him. All right, him. The interesting thing though is, like, after that, a follow-up video came up, and it was a live stream of like when he turned his life to Christ, and he totally turned around and was like apologizing to the people that he hurt. I guess that like EDP445, which is such a dirtbag, like even just everything, like a dirtbag name, dirtbag, like everything is nasty about this fool. And look, I usually don't just come here and I don't, y'all know me, I do not just talk trash about people, okay? But in this case, we're going to talk some trash about people. I'm listening, and like, oh, EDP445 thought that apology was for him, right? And he was like, yo, this is, no, like, you are not a victim. You are a predator. No one is apologizing to you, right? And they were saying that like his whole life fell apart, like he lost like more than half of his like 4+ million subscribers, and was like driving Lyft and Uber and all this stuff just to kind of make it, and there's no shame in that. I'm just saying, like, that's what happened, and how basically his entire life fell apart after he solicited sex with someone that was not of age to consent, right? Zanti, that is exactly what I was thinking, bro. Jildian Optics. Oh, they should do a collab for sure. Because he held up a Glock 19. I was like, okay. But that's also like, bro, that's the most basic purchase. The Glock 19 is like what everyone gets like first, totally factory. Anyway, sorry. So I start thinking about it, and I'm like, man, you know what? It's interesting that Dr. Disrespect was just a massive, massive content creator, and the same thing happened to him. And then Dr. Disrespect, if you guys don't know, he's like a gamer, live streamer. He has like this whole like vibe outfit, wig. Like, dude he's a weirdo, okay? But anyway, I remember, I'm like, well, hold up. He's on like the lineup with Steven Crowder and Tim Pool and all this. Like, they're doing like a 12-hour a day, live all day kind of thing, right? Content scheduled for like 12 hours a day, like 8 to 8, something like that, 11 to 11. I don't know. Either way, they're doing like partial InfoWars, right? Like InfoWars is like 24 hours a day. They're doing like half that. And it was like, well, hold on. So these people, a lot of them say that they are Christian conservative constitutionalists, right? But homie, Dr. Disrespect solicited unlawful activities with a minor that was a trans kid, and then came out and acknowledged it, and then deleted the acknowledgement, and then got canned from Twitch, and then got booted, and then eventually like either came back on somewhere else on a different platform or whatever, came on Twitter at the advice of his attorney, said that he should address it, and then the dude literally admitted to it and addressed it on Twitter. A like gang of people screenshotted it, and then he edited it and changed it, saying that he, spoke with someone versus he, basically solicited a minor trans kid for explicit activities, for adult activities. And then like 3 weeks later or whatever, a month or two later, he's getting pulled up on Crowder's like lineup. Like bro, what? First off, I don't care like what. Okay, everyone, God gives grace, God forgives, and we need, as we're doing our best to be more Christ-like, we need to do our best to give grace and forgive as well. But there's a couple things that I find very difficult to forgive when you hurt children. Now, what we've learned when we watch things like this, when we watch episodes of these people, being predators towards especially, these young kids, teens and whatever, because the internet is the devil. That one kid that they get caught going to meet, that's not the only one. That one kid they get caught up trying to mess with, that is not the only one. And it ends up there's like years and years and years of trails of abuse all through this individual's or these types of individuals' lives. So if I were to guess, for Dr. Disrespect to come out and publicly state, yes, I was trying to solicit, and this is his words, okay? Dr. Disrespect posted on Twitter that he was trying to solicit adult activities from a minor that was trans. Like, holy moly, what? And then everyone's just like, he could stick around. He could. I'm like, bro, what? How anyone else does anyone else? Like, what? So, okay, so he loses some sponsorships. He loses his Twitch account. By the way, he was doing this on Twitch and on Kick. Okay? Twitch and Kick are very, very like kid heavy. All right. That's why I don't mess around on Twitch no more. I used to go there. I was a member of Twitch. I was a channel member of Donut Operators just to support him, because a lot of you guys may not know, Donut Operator actually had a huge influence on me starting a channel. Even in the beginning, when I started with me, Light, and Dugan, it was a lot of it was Donut saying, yo, start a channel. Well, I don't know how I would start. What would I do? Start it. Literally go start it. Just make it right now. But then what do? Post a video. Okay, well, after I post a video, what do? You just post another one. He just simplified it. It was in one of his chats. I may even have the screen recording somewhere. But it was just like, it took something that seemed like just like such a crazy, ridiculous task that I never could get done. And he was just like, just do these 3 things. Boom. Anyway, so I would expect that if anybody out there gets caught doing something disgusting like that and is a predator to children, that they shouldn't then be propped up by these Christian conservative constitutionalists. Like, am I wrong here? Am I wrong? Am I the wrong one to bring this up, to say that? And I'm not saying Dr. Disrespect should be canceled. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, dude, it basically happened. It was brought up and then it disappeared, swept under the rug. Like, dude, we need to hold these kind of, like, these people accountable. And guess what? Like, there's almost never a situation where someone like this offends and then it never comes up again somewhere, and it doesn't come up again somewhere else in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually when someone does something like that, commits an offense like that, they've either been doing it and are going to continue doing it, and it comes up somewhere else, like, dude, EDP, right? Like, EDP got hemmed up, and then like a year, not even a year later, was hemmed up again, looking for another 13-year-old, sending pictures of him in full makeup, and like, bro, what is wrong with you? and he said, I got mommy issues. You got worse than mommy issues, bro. You got all the issues. I'm just saying, the hypocrites, exactly. The hypocritical BS, like people willing to do stuff because of this, because of money, it's disgusting and I hate it. And the fact that, like, dude, look, okay, Josh is out there in chat. Josh, brother, great to see you, man. Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Trust me, if I were to do something so disgusting and abhorrent and just like demonic in nature as to do something to hurt or potentially hurt a child or teenager or something like that, do you think Josh would maintain the same relationship that we have and invite me on the show and do the show together every Saturday? And well, that's okay, we'll just sweep it under the rug and then we'll be like Christ is king at the end of the show and everyone's going to trust us and like us because hey, we're influencers. No, bro, I would expect to be totally blackballed, removed, and just like deleted from the atmosphere if something like that happened. Now, I'm not, I guess I kind of feel yucky using me as an example, but do y'all get what I'm saying? Right? I don't know if I'm just alone in this, but it seems that these Christian conservative constitutionalists aren't very Christian, aren't very conservative, and don't know much about the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Yeet. Redneck Prepper, you were gifted a channel membership, brother. My bad. I want to hear y'all's thoughts as well. Make sure I'm not tripping. Let me go back here. But he's still my best friend. Doggo, whoa. Hypocrites. I don't even know who this person is. You are a better person for not knowing who this individual is. Yo, you guys don't know who EDP445 is? Oh. So let's just say his username stands for something that is not appropriate, and it's not eat dat pudding, okay? And after all this, oh, hold up. See, this is when I need some nicotine.
I see an American flag, I immediately look at that I'm like, that person's probably a bigot. That person's probably a homophobe. That person's probably a racist if they're just flying American flags out everywhere.
Decoy, where did you go? Do you still think I'm a loser? My self-image is a direct reflection to my performance on YouTube, so I need to know if you're here and you still care. Okay. Just kidding. I just saw that chat because my chat was locked way back. Let's see. Exactly. It's almost like they promoted him because of how viral he was from it. Woof! Mavis teaches more than just typing hand jobs. And in that vein, it's only one step removed from the act itself. Woo! 100%. I'm going to say the unpopular thing, probably get hate for it, but it's a lot of conservative Christians that are complete hypocrites. 100%, bro. Absolutely. They profess with their mouth, right? That's especially, dude. Okay, so have you guys noticed way more people nowadays are coming out as Christian and just like out of nowhere, I'm like, yo, this dude that had a prank channel that was doing all sorts of like just dirtbag things is now a Christian and he's catching predators. Like, okay, dope, that's awesome. And then like I'll be watching a gun channel and then they'll just be like showing something and then be like, y'all have a good one, stay blessed, Christ is king, peace out. I'm like, whoa, what? Like, it's almost like, so now the cool thing to do to be popular is to come out and say you're a Christian. I don't know. Is it like, are they doing this because it's fringe, because it's the cool thing, because they truly are? But and I get it, we're all very flawed, like exceptionally flawed human beings, right? I am the sinner, bro. I sin all the time, every day, in my mind and in my heart. But I mean, I guess it's unfair for me to say this. I just think, look, crimes against children, man, are just a completely different beast, bro. Y'all know that, like, around here, we're in the wood chipper variety. Like, this is a different type of thing. And most people, most folks that are like us, that believe what we do, that, you know, think like we do, that stay strapped up like we do, we're doing this, living this life to preserve innocent life, and to, if we need to, remove evil like that from the world if it ever, you know, comes to our doorstep, or, you know, in front of us in any way at all. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, no, Mike, I don't think that you're going to get hate for that at all. I think a lot of people would agree with you, right? Because wasn't it, man, I don't want to get on the gossiping thing, but like, there was a lot of stuff that was said about Steve. Look, I'm not like a crowd. I used to watch Crowder all the time, more so for like current events and you know, news and things like that. Not as much for, like, man, the way some people watch a lot of these content creators as if it is like, you know, worshiping the ground that they walk on, and it's just like, he's just a dude. He's just a dude. All of y'all in chat, 50 something people in chat right now, 50 people in chat, all of y'all could make a channel today. A bunch of y'all got channels, right? Like, you could make a channel today, grow a huge following. Dude, Ron Wayne's channel became massive, right? Like, any of y'all could start a channel and just boom, take off, bro. So I mean, there is no, like, I don't know, special thing about content creators. Like, you know me, like, when I come out, I don't see myself as any kind of anyone at all. And I come out, and every time I go to events and whatever, I see people, and it's just like, what up? Dap them up. And I'm a dude, you're a dude, we're all dudes being dudes, you know? I don't know. I think content creators' heads get blown up. And I think as viewers, our idea of content creators get blown up, like, you know, seeing them, meeting them at events or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go back here. Let's see. I also don't know these dudes. You guys are better people for not knowing them. Although it is hilarious to watch disgusting people getting caught doing disgusting things and just be trolled. I mean, trolled to the fullest. Like, the first time he was caught, he was like, I'm just here picking up a cupcake. So then everyone was like sending him cupcakes to his house. This dude got out of the van dressed as a cupcake when he got caught again, because he was caught again, and, you know, so on and so on. Anyway, it's just like straight trolling. It was hilarious. And you know what? I'm shining a light on dirtbags just by having this conversation, because a lot of people don't know who Dr. Disrespect is, don't know who EDP445 is, and I get it. You know, I talked to the new school gun tube dudes, and I'm like, oh man, that style is like really like Carnicon, like Dugan era. And they're like, do what? I'm like Carnicon, like, you know, like the like first dozen gun channels in existence, the dudes that like wrote the pathway to GunTube, like Ville, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, yeah, no, never heard of them. So I mean, like, there's so many content creators on this, in this space, not only on YouTube, but on like every single, they're content creators that are literally just on Instagram that just like post stuff here and there and become huge. They become massive. And it's, you know, I get it. It's the world of the internet and the internet of things, and it gets crazy. I know, because I got super advanced brain rot from decades of doom scroll. Yo, you already know, man. EDP445, is that new Holosun? I know, right? And media addiction. We all got it, and don't feel bad, bro. That was good for sure. Yo, and I brought this up last time. People had asked about the EPS. So I had looked up, I cannot find a reason why but the Hollow Sun EPS, which a lot of people, gang of people, love it, adore it, use it, carry it. It's passed like all sorts of crazy tests. The EPS and the EPS carry have been removed from dozens of agencies' approved optics carry lists. So for whatever reasons that I don't know, that I can't verify, that I don't know if I'll ever find out, and this could be a political thing too, okay? But I actually had someone that, man, look at these hair strings that just pop up. This is what happens when you got long hair. Oh, you know what? Someone actually said something. They were like, bro, how long is your hair getting? Check this out, bro. Look at that. Dog, look at that. Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Yo, that is crazy. Ugh. Hair in the mouth is disgusting. You are my only one. Yo, that is crazy, bro. Just like how long it is. Hold up, let me put this back up. Yo, by the way, do you guys remember that viewer, Farmer John? He was here for years. Okay, he would come in. Farmer John would come in, and he'd be like, "Say hi to my wife, Mrs. Farmer John," and all that. And he was one of the homies for years. I haven't seen him in a long time. I think he said he was going to move or something like that. So who knows? He could be gone, right? DLD's looking sexy. Well, thank you, Sweet Pea. Appreciate you. I'm actually losing even more weight. Dude, Farmer John told me years back, okay? He was like, yo, if you want to lose weight, get a bike. And I'm like, I do this, I eat this, and then I do this activities, and I walk 2+ miles a day and whatever. And that did help me lose weight. That's how I lost like the first 20 pounds, right? And if you got, bro, so someone had said something, because like when I was at Goals, like I didn't look like I lost like a bunch of weight, right? Because it's hard. I carry weight differently, right? I need y'all to see. Let me go back here. This is important. It's at least important to me, okay? Okay, are y'all ready for this? I need y'all to see. That's me. Okay, that is me. Look at that back fat, bro. Look at that back fat, bro. Look at the belly fat, front fat. Yo, I was a mess, bro. I was like 300 pounds, man. And oof. That was bad. That was really, really bad. And then let's just see. I'll go to one of the goals. Pictures there. Bam. Look at that. Looking way more better. Right. So I'm working on myself a lot, right? Okay, well, get this. Got a bike. Bro. Okay, so I did like 3.5 miles yesterday. I did like 4.5 miles today. Yo, Farmer John, you were so correct. It is crazy, bro. You were like, you need to do a 40-day desert fast. You ain't lying. Get close to Jesus, man. Dude, you were 100% correct, dude. Hey, thank you, brother, man. Unit 16, I appreciate you, doggy. Congrats on the weight loss. I'll pray you keep it off. It's tough, but certainly possible. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Honestly, it wasn't until I got right with God, right, and started looking at it just life differently, sustainment differently, what you need versus what you want differently. And I don't know, man. And the bike, bro, Farmer John, you were so right. I just want to say, if anyone out, any of you guys out there bump into Farmer John when you're seeing and watching him on WTS Media, The Roast, you know, P80 Ralph's roast over, I think he's doing it on Twitter or something, or if you see him in 2AEDU's chat or anyone, if you see Farmer John out there, be like, yo, DLD said you were 100% correct on the bike. And bro, to make it even a step in the even more dope direction, so my Ed Zachary, brother, great to see you, man. Chittamimba. So Unit 16 can hack time. Yo, you know, Trump's got a time machine, bro. Come on. Biking was the main way I lost a bunch of weight first when I was 16. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm see, this time I've always lost a bunch of weight and then lost a bunch of weight and then lost a bunch of weight and then lost a bunch of weight, and it's just like, go back, lose a bunch of weight, go back, lose a bunch of weight. It's like, dude, I don't want to choose to live that way anymore. What I'm going to choose to do moving forward is I'm going to choose to live a healthy life and be active and live longer. That's what I want to do, especially with the amount of like drugs and abuse and just terrible stuff I'd done to myself and my body when I didn't care about myself way back in the past. Hey, Ting Ting, man, you didn't need to do that. Ting Ting, thank you so much, man. Wow, dude, you guys have been incredibly generous. Dude, hold on, that's 40 channel memberships that you guys gifted tonight. What? Dude, I think actually in honor of P.D. Ralph's The Roast, I think we need to do the Jamaican air horn. Whiff, 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 whiff. Yo, Ting Ting, thank you so much, man. Let's see who got him. So Ting Ting gifted another 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships, and we got Night Owl, J Tim, Villain Trucker. That sounds dubious. Walker Customs, UDX 409, and Guy Actual all received. So now we've gotten so many channel memberships that we're hearing like usernames that we haven't heard in forever. Ting Ting, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Ting Ting. Just remember, you can always go to DLD Hardware or Definition Knives and look up the phone number on there, and I'll let your boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. Or am I? Anyway, yeah, I appreciate you guys, man, for real. Thank you so much, Ting Ting. That was super generous of you. Ting Ting, hot dog again, Ting Ting again, Steve Whoop, all you guys, thank you so much, man, for real. It means a lot. Especially when, like, dude, right here, the Lord will provide. So true, because I didn't ask for a single thing tonight, and Lord knows I need it, and y'all are just like psh, 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 constantly. So Jehovah Jireh, for sure. So getting back to it, man, that's so crazy. Sorry, I need nicotine again. Hold praise.
I see an American flag, I immediately look at that I'm like, that person's probably a bigot. That person's probably a homophobe. That person's probably a racist if they're just flying American flags out everywhere.
Yo, Corn Pop is 100% correct on this. Ting Ting is an incredibly attractive Chinese spy, but China #1 now, so no downsides. So 100%. Very. You made the mistake of sharing a picture on Discord, and I was like scrolling through. I was like, what? No, that can't be real. Deleted. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah. She actually lost her feet in Nam. I'm just kidding. Oh, it's too funny. Yes, diet is everything. So here's the crazy thing. Hold on. I was just asked if we make parts for assault. I am just disappointed in people, dude. That is such a shame. You know what else is a shame, dude? I was talking about this today with Rich. Just remind me to bring up eBay, Amazon, and the devil. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Thank you again, Ting Ting. Seriously, I appreciate you. You guys are super generous. His asshole. Okay, so the dope thing is that I wanted to get a bike so I could actually bike with my daughter. So, my daughter's getting older now. So, like back in the day, I used to be able to go out and like just walk, and she would ride her bike and I would walk, and like I could like keep up with her, right? But now she's full speed on two wheels, like she's spinning around the neighborhood. And so I'm like, all right, I need to get a bike with her. Well, I went over, check it on my mom. My mom's getting old. She's fallen twice in the past few weeks, and she's okay, thank God. She's all right, but like it just sucks to, all of this stuff. I want to call it quits when I'm like 50 to 60, and I won't call. I shouldn't speak like that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I mean it like I don't want to get too old. Anyway, I'm grateful for every day that I'm here, but man, that really sounded bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I don't want to think like that. So I went over, checked on my mom. She's doing okay. She's doing better. And she did injure herself in the fall, but nothing too serious, the most recent fall. And we're going through, we're talking about stuff. She's like, I need you guys to take this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. And we go in the garage and she's like, this stuff. And then she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with your dad's bike. And I was like, I would be happy to take my dad's bike. And if y'all know, my dad passed away last year. And she was like, yeah, it's yours, take it. You may have to replace the tire. Well, all I had to do was fill the tire up with some air, and it was good to go. So yeah, man, I'm out there shredding it on my dad's bike, and it's, in a weird way, kind of like bringing me closer with him while bringing me closer to my daughter, and it's cool, so I'm grateful for that. Yeah, there's also just like so much waste, man. We waste so much time and money and just garbage stuff. And Amazon, eBay, and the devil. So I always said, like, man, a few years back, I just got so pissed off. This is more so like in the height of COVID, when everyone was just every company was just like openly disavowing anyone that would take any stance that was, Christian, conservative, constitutionalist. It's like you were instant trash, science denier, grandma killer, dirtbag, right? Well, at that point, I got so frustrated that I said, okay, you know what? Since y'all hate me so much, you must hate my money too. So I am officially hold on, my bad, I hit the wrong one. So I am officially going to cancel Amazon Prime. I'm going to cancel HBO. Hey, yo, dog, poor man. Thank you, man. You can't be doing this. You're poor. Poor man's gold PMG, $20 super chat, brother. Thank you so much. He said, God will send roadblocks when you are going in the wrong direction. Woo! Dang. Yo, man, ain't that the truth? And we fight it and we fight it. And we're like, but this is the way I need to go. Watch me climb over this roadblock. Didn't think I'd make that, did you? Man, that's so true. We need to be aware. I was actually giving someone else advice that's more recently, become clean and sober. And I was like, look, I was here in this place 15 years ago. Now I'm in this place. If you would have told me that I'd be at this place with, family, a daughter, and all this stuff, like I never would have, like I couldn't have even like seen that or comprehended that. Thank you again, PMG. I appreciate you, brother. I think this is important though, because in talking to this person, I had told them like life is so loud, right? Like if you just kind of, calm yourself, take it easy. And if you listen, if you talk to God and you listen and you pay attention, he will show you his plan. And then finally, when you actually listen and, you'll start to see the direction that you're going and be like, oh, this is the direction he wants me to go in. Oh, and then you keep going down that path, and it's like, oh, I'm not running into as many roadblocks now. So this must be, now we all make mistakes, right? But this must be the direction that I'm supposed to go in, right? And then it like, I was literally talking about this exact thing, just not in those words. So now that I have a great way to break it down, I can say God will send you roadblocks when you're going in the wrong direction. And he will lift you up when you're going in the right direction too. You know what I mean? Like, he will literally carry you, provided that you're doing what you should, or if you're ready psychologically, spiritually, mentally, physically, so yeah, man, that's crazy. Thank you again, PMG. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, so the whole bike riding thing, that's dope. It's also, man, driving is just such a pain. It's such a pain. People are total tards on the road. And I mean, like, total absolute tards.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Absolute tards. Now, it's worse and more dangerous on a bike, but when you go out at night and you're riding around and you're going, just zooming, like, man, that's a feeling of like freedom. That's like, it's dope. It's dope. And that's a blast. But the bike, it being my dad's, like, that's really cool. And being able to, go out with my daughter and bike ride together. Like today, she had soccer practice. I biked 2+ miles to the soccer practice. And like everyone, even my ex, was like, you rode your bike here? Like, from your house, you rode your bike here? Like, where'd you park? It's like, what do you mean? My car's at my house. What do you mean? Where did I park? Like, I'm rolling around with a bike rack, like I got a Subaru or something. Like, come on. Anyway, and like even the other soccer parents were like you rode your bike like all the way here? Like, did you have help? Like, what, did I Marty McFly my way? Like, no, I rode my bike, bro. So, I mean, that is dope and it feels good. It is a whole freaking body workout though. Trust. So if anyone out there, what I was doing prior to getting the bike from my mom, God bless my mom, God bless my father's soul. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and there were like brand new Trek bikes for like $60. And people are just like, please take it, get it away, get it out of my garage. And I was going to take some advantage of some of those offers or deals, but it just, timing didn't really work out. Roadblocks were put in my way. And then I'm just humbly walking through my mom's house and she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this bike. I'm like, well, Mom, I'm your guy. So anyway, it just worked out. So, but I'd recommend for any of you guys out there, if you too are on a weight loss journey or are just looking for other ways to stay in shape, jump roping with a weighted jump rope, holy moly, do that. But also, and of course, also like stretching and all that. Take care of yourself, right? A machine that doesn't move or doesn't, have much movement is going to get stagnant and rust and all that. A machine that's moving and well oiled and all that, you're going to be in much better condition. And I'm not there, bro. I'm not the person to take advice from. So just go do activity and and whatnot. Anyway, weighted jump rope is huge. And I mean, for like 5 to 10 minutes a day, like, huge difference. That and walking was how I lost the first 20 pounds. But let me stop. First, diet. Okay, if you don't change what you're putting in your body, the effort that you put into changing your body is going to be completely different. Literally, I'm eating eggs and I'm eating ground chicken, vegetables, and brown rice. Like that's what I eat. And I drink water and seltzer, and then sometimes I put the little Celsius packs in the seltzer. I don't drink coffee anymore. I don't drink, sometimes I'll have the mushroom coffee. That stuff is good. But what else? I mean, that's basically it. I still have like some sweets every now and then, but for the most part, it's just basic food for like sustainment, and that's it. And then after a big workout, eating food to, replenish all the stuff that you just dumped. But man, my metabolism is all jacked up from the medication, from being on subs and benzos and all that. Man, it's like totally changed my just all of that. Which that's a whole nother thing. If you guys want to talk about recovery and subs, Suboxone, benzos, and all that stuff, we can talk about that too. I mean, we've talked about that a bunch in the past, and I am pleased to see that there are so many, excuse me, like commercials and things like. Okay, hold that thought, Corn Pop. Like commercials and things like that about fentanyl and stopping the fentanyl crisis, and showing like, videos of kids that were like, oh, my birthday party was so dope, and it was the last one that that I had because I ate one fentanyl pill and died, or I smoked some weed and it was laced with fentanyl and I died, or whatever, and I was going to graduate, and I took this pill to stay up all night, and I swore it was the last time, and it was, because I died. So there's all these fentanyl commercials that are going on right now, and I encourage you guys to think about this on this level. A person that directly, their 18-year-old son died from taking a fake Xanax. They overdosed and died from taking a fake Xanax. Sabar, brother, love you, miss you. I hope you're doing well. We heard he was doing very well, totally clean, sober, and all that. But if you guys don't remember, man, his 18-year-old son died because he was on benzos. The doctor not cut him off, but like reduced his prescription by like 50%. And he went out to the streets to get Xanax, and he bought a bunch of fake ones and took one fake Xanax and passed away. Now, that is someone that right? Now, all of us know someone that's been affected by, opiates, fentanyl, addiction, substance abuse, something like that, okay? And I would say this right now, okay? If you're here right now, we got almost 50 people here in chat, which is great because it's almost 12:40 a.m. On the East Coast. If you either struggle with substance abuse yourself, have directly a family member or a friend or a loved one that has struggled with substance abuse, or knows somebody directly that has struggled with substance abuse, put a 1 in the chat right now. Now, I want, and you know what, for me being me, personally dealing with substance abuse and all that, I'll put a 1 in the chat for myself. I want you guys, wow, bro, I want you guys to remember how vital and how wow. Oh, chills, dude. Oh my goodness. The chat hasn't moved like that all night, bro. Okay. 1. Hey, Gutter Cheese. Great to see you, my guy. 1. Oh, blessings to all of lost loved ones for sure. 1, bro. Oh, Mike McClune, brother. Does that mean you're rolling out? Just got a shower. Close up here at work now. 1. Yeah. Used to be on a lot. Yeah, man. See, 1. Dude, lost friends. Yes, sir, man. Look, I believe that there is not a person in, I'm not going to say the world, okay, but the way that the general public is and the populace is in this country, I don't believe that there is one person that has not been touched by addiction and substance abuse. And it's been a battle for me since I was a literal child. I remember the first time I took my first pill, 10 milligram oxycodone, and bro, I fell in love that literal moment that it hit my bloodstream. And I was like, yo, I want to feel like this all the time. And probably since I've been like 15, I have not gone 24 hours without some type of opiate, narcotic, or something in my system, and then getting clean and getting on medication, and then being on that medication, which is akin to those types of things, which I take every single day. So it's like, it's still, since, bro, I mean, we're talking 20 plus years that every single day you're on something like that. That changes you. It changes your brain. It physically and neurologically changes your brain. It is crazy. And I cannot tell you how many people that I have lost. I have lost all of the friends that I've grown up with. All of the friends that I had grown up with, excluding two or three. I've honestly, I haven't heard from one for years. He was a heroin addict, so I would assume that he's not well, but who knows? And I've buried dozens and dozens and dozens of people, one of which most recently being my ex-girlfriend, who lost, so I most recently buried my ex-girlfriend who overdosed, who was clean for a long period of time, relapsed, she passed away, and she had multiple children who the father of at least one of the children died of a heroin overdose 10 years prior. So both parents are now dead because of opiates, and 3 children, one who's now about to turn 18, are in the custody of the grandparents. Oh man, it's terrible, man. It destroys, even if you're an addict and you're just using and you're functional, bro, it destroys the entire family. There is no way to be a junkie and to like live a productive life and a productive lifestyle, and like everything that you do bleeds off onto your family. It pulls resources from your family, assets from your family, money from your family. It destroys them and drains them. So even if you're still lucky enough to be alive, you destroy your family. You know what I mean? Like, it is such a disgusting thing. So it's interesting when you think about this. It's like, well, why? If I'm not trying to get all tinfoil hatty over here, okay? I'm just saying, why is this okay, right? Like, why is it? But it's illegal, right? Okay, so maybe take the stance that Glock took, right? Well, even though it's federally illegal, let's make more legislation to make it even more illegal. No, people are going to break the laws and do drugs still, no matter what. Like, what can we do to change just like the disparity, the despair that people feel, right? The depression, it's the times to, there's so much stuff. But either way, the government is somehow just allowing this, looking the other way, allowing China to literally send over scientists to teach the cartels, South American and Central American cartels, how to literally cook fentanyl on their own, street grade, in like huts in the jungle, and then put it in dope, put it in blow, put it in weed, put it in whatever. Like, bro, that's crazy. And now, I mean, not now, this has been happening for years and years and years. They're pressing pills that look exactly like Roxy 30s, or 10s or 15s or 5s, or Xanax bars that look exactly like Xanax bars, but they're just like some, whatever. Anyway, we shouldn't get too deep into the drug talk. I'm just saying that, like, there cannot be a way that the government is not culpable for the okay, last thing, then we're going to close it down. Okay, dude, we've talked about this before. Okay, this is crazy. You want to talk about government conspiracy stuff, bro? First off, there is no conspiracy. The government is terrible, cold, evil, wrong, bad, disgusting, power hungry dirtbags. Plus the media, don't get me started on the media. Unfortunately, some members of the media
Some members of the media
use their platforms to push their own personal bias, and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Bro. Okay, so get this. Do you guys remember when we talked about the famous Gary Webb? Gary Webb is like the OG. Like, everyone looked at him like a dirtbag. Like, he was the guy that broke the story with, I think, the LA Times on the CIA funding the Contras with cocaine, bringing it illegally into the United States and all that stuff, right? And let me just say this too. Don't do drugs. Drugs are terrible. Drugs are bad. I completely and utterly 100% what's the word when you have like disdain for something and you don't promote it? I don't like drugs. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs ever. They're bad. I don't condone that activity or behavior. Anyway, so Gary Webb, okay. According to the DEA, of course. Yeah. According apparently all the black market pills out there are either fentanyl or meth now. Bro, if they're squeezing meth, and meth is something that, like, you eat it, it hits you just like you're smoking it, it's not. Anyway, dang, what? Hot dog, you've already done so much. Yo, hot dog 990, man. Bro, a $50 super duper chat, my guy. Thank you so much, man. Rumble, hot dog. You've done so much on Rumble, on YouTube. Personally, meeting you, getting to take you and your wife out to dinner, that was incredible. And you're still super, super generous. All you guys, man. Hot dog, Steve Whoop, Ting Ting. Did I miss anyone? Oh, and PMG, PGM, PMG, PG, poor man. All you guys, thank you so much, man. For real, the support is huge. I really appreciate it. Huge. Thank you, brother. He says, Dark, you have to remember the government wants to keep us addicted. This is 100% true, because there is only one force that is big enough to rise up against the United States government, and that is the peeps. All right, the people. If we could get our heads out of our backsides, we are the only force that is large enough to. You think it was a problem in the GWAT with a bunch of dudes with sandals made out of ripped up tires and 75-year-old AKs? You think that was a problem? Wait until it's the homies that are all kitted up with the same ish you got and better. I mean, we don't have like air to anyway. 100%, because Lord forbid that people like us come together and become difficult for them to handle. So 100%, bro. Absolutely. Shout out, man. Hot dog. Appreciate you, brother. So here's the interesting thing. So Gary Webb broke the story. He was a writer for the LA Times. He was a journalist. And he ended up breaking the story on the CIA bringing cocaine illegally into the United States. Of course, cocaine is illegal in the US, right? And they were funding wars, the Contras, with this illegal drug money. Now, they happened to be destroying the entire black community on the West Coast during that time, intentionally, I think. So, I mean, this was diabolical, bro. Crazy. And you want to talk about like, well, gentrifying is wrong, redlining is wrong, blockbusting is wrong, and all these like real estate related things, right? Bro, that was literally exactly what the government was doing. They were centralizing. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me stop. We're not talking about that right now. So what I'm saying is Gary Webb was like the one leading the charge on breaking this story. Okay, he did the research. He flew out all over the place. He, he was the one that literally, to his own peril, destroyed his life, lost his marriage and his family. They literally said the CIA, someone from the CIA, they were threatening him on a multiple times a day. They had said, if you publish this story, allegedly, if you publish this story, your family will disappear. And then after you're done mourning the loss of your family, then we'll come to murk you, right? Like, that's how diabolical these fools were. Well, apparently, he has, had bigger balls than them. So he literally said, screw it. I got to do what's right. I could either be fearful of myself and my family, or I could do what's right. And he had journalistic integrity, and boom, Gary Webb dropped his sack on the table and said, boom, I'm publishing the story. Publish the story, which totally changed the world. Changed the world? What do you mean? It was just drugs in LA. Because he taught the American public to not trust the government. And whatever they may have heard in the past, that was all fake. That was all like, well, it might be. Do you think the Tuskegee Airmen were? Do you think MK Ultra is? This is a 100% verified. This happened. Boom. Excuse me. I'm starting to feel sick. Wonder if, they hit me with a heart attack gun or something. Just kidding. But, it was like verified. The government hates you and wants you dead. Boom. Right on every single, paper in the country. So that was a game changer, right? Well, unfortunately, later on, after he lost his family, lost his wife, lost everything, lost his job. It's funny because when they were interviewing a bunch of people about him, all of the people that were his peers could not speak of him more highly, said he was just a person with massive amounts of integrity, kind, caring, loving person, very direct and at times an a-hole, but was a great person, right? But the 2 or 3 people that were at the top that wanted him gone were like, he's a terrible person. He's, doing all this bad stuff. He's lied on these other, cases and all that. I mean, clearly they were being pressured to, can the guy. Well, later on, unfortunately, he, hit his off switch. He shot himself twice in the back of the head. Hold on. So you're saying he committed the boopicide, but he shot himself twice in the back of the head? How is that even physically possible? Did they market binary triggers back then? Did they? I don't know. This seems a little off, but for someone to shoot themselves twice in the back of the head, that seems a little odd. Anyway, let's move past this. Stop noticing, okay? So anyway, later on, this incredible show comes out. This show, as you guys may know, is hold on. Hold up. Oh, if you guys had heard about, I don't believe any of this, if you guys had heard about the show called Snowfall was an excellent series on FX, and it depicted exactly what was happening, what Gary Webb had reported on. And they also talked to a bunch of people that were involved in the situations back then, and it may have been said that they may have even gotten some more information that wasn't published back in the day, right? So they're literally doing a 4 or 5 season series on the exact situation that got Gary Webb schwacked. I mean, that made him, oopsie himself twice in the back of his head. Yeah, right. Bro, we know. CIA, FBI, DOJ, put whatever acronym you want on it. You guys are disgusting dirtbags that will stop at nothing to protect your power and your money, and we know it. All of us know it. So anyway, sorry. I'm sure I'm not gaining any subscribers tonight. I promise you that. Unless there's people out there super based like us. I'm just saying. But anyway, so the series Snowfall came out. Excellent series. And I was waiting on the last season. I was like, man, what is going on? Well, wouldn't you know it? The writer creator of Snowfall, John Singleton, mysteriously died in April. I'm like, what? What happened? Did he himself in the back of the head 2 times as well? No, he apparently no, John Singleton did not commit boopicide. He died in April 2019 from a massive stroke caused by hypertension. The acclaimed director of films like Boys in the Hood was taken off life support and passed away peacefully with his family by his side. His family has since spoken out about his ongoing battle with hypertension, a condition that disproportionately affects Black men and can be a silent killer. You know what else is a silent killer? The United States government. Anyway, on that note, I just want to say that it is exceptionally odd that you just turn off that switch to stop Gary Webb from doing what he was doing. And then when someone else makes a series on exactly what the government, it just seems a little strange. That's all that I'm saying. Anyway, to touch on this last thing before we wrap up, I was talking earlier about back in 2019 or so, about the whole, like, during the COVID thing, I stopped, my Amazon Prime account. I canceled that. I canceled Netflix. I canceled Hulu. I canceled HBO Max, Disney Plus, Paramount, like everything, every single person or platform or whatever I could that spoke out on them hating conservatives and Christians, conservatives and constitutionalists, like anyone that spoke out on that, I was like, nope, not giving you my money. Check. Even I told y'all this. My daughter had Joe Morris. What's up, brother? My daughter had this thing. Yeah, please. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Hit the like button because that thumbs up means ding, means the world to me. So my daughter had this thing back then called ABC Mouse, and it had all these like learning games and all that, and it had all these books. And then I saw a couple books on there that I didn't like, and then I found out that it was like owned by a subsidiary of like someone that was owned by Disney. I was like, nope, done. She was like, but my ABC Mouse. She was so sad. Anyway, I was just like, I'm not paying any of these fools money for this. Like, why am I going to pay? If there's an alternative, I'm going there. The only 2 things that I didn't totally shut down were PayPal and YouTube. And I still used like my wife's login to get into, Netflix. We're separated, right? So I'd use her login to get into Netflix. I would, I'd still kind of do some stuff here and there that I guess by proxy is kind of supporting those dirtbag companies. But for the most part, I totally detached from them because I'm like, y'all hate me. Why am I literally going to pay you and make you stronger and give you more money, right? So the only 2 things I didn't shut down were PayPal and YouTube. Now, part of my reasoning behind this was that YouTube, it kind of allows you to be on the platform of people that hate you and still disseminate the information of your beliefs and your values. And you doing that is kind of a middle finger to the dirtbags that, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the way that I looked at it. Although I still shouldn't participate in it. Rumble's where it's at. Our show is on there every Saturday. And actually it is hurt my channel to stop doing my Saturday shows, to only do my shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It has hurt my channel, and it is like views are going down. I get less views on shows. I get less views on shorts. Look, I know it's no secret. I don't have the best content, right? This is not like a highly staged and produced show, right? Like I literally joke and say that a moderator in the chat is the producer of the show. Okay, so like, come on. Like, I literally go to my software and I click go live. That's I'm using the same thumbnail I've used like 57 times. Anyway, so I started thinking about it though, and it's like, okay, so Rumble's a great alternative, but for a lot of these other things, they're not great alternatives, right? Like eBay, dude, eBay, they shut down anything they used to be able to get, like furniture for ARs, parts for ARs, like all sorts of stuff. You can still buy, Glock, slides, barrels, parts, all sorts of stuff, right? You could literally go on eBay and buy everything that you need to build a Glock except the frame, which is great for printers and PD builders, like a lot of us are. But anything AR related, AK related, or assault rifle in their eyes, they probably had to use like Wikipedia to find that stuff out. They will not have anything on their site at all, right? So like that's frustrating because that's kind of an alternative to Amazon, but there really is no alternative. So I was talking to Rich and I was like, man, I found some things on Amazon that like are huge benefits to like people like you guys, right? Like I found stuff that like is a huge benefit, like that would like level up your EDC game, right? And I was like, maybe I should, because other content creators are like, dude, just suck up your pride, stop being, such a biatch, and just get an Amazon affiliate link and share these deals with your people, because they're going to use Amazon either way, right? A lot of you guys are going to use Amazon either way. And, it would help support the channel just by you doing the regular shopping that you're going to do anyway. And it gives you a kickback. But I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel too good about that, because I've publicly taken stances on stuff like that. Like if I were to be like, hey, use my Netflix like affiliate link or whatever, I would feel like such a hypocritical dirtbag. We were talking about hypocrites earlier tonight, so let me know how y'all feel. Like if I were to do that, would I be like the biggest dirtbag in the world if I were to have an Amazon affiliate link? Would that be dirtbaggish? Because personally, I'm torn about that. Like when I have deals and stuff that I see that I want to share, like these like the EDC pants that have the extra magazine, spots, and the handcuff key spots, and the razor blade spots and the cuffs and all that. Those are $100 pants that are on sale for like $30. I'm like, dude, that's a great way for y'all to level up your EDC, like literally like get your game up to the next level. But also it would help your boy, and it would give you guys a huge deal. And I'll just share, like, dude, literally just go look for the Vertex pants, right? Like it's not, but I'm just saying, like, would I be a total dirtbag if I were to do that? Let me know. I kind of just feel dirtbaggish about that. Yes, I feel a little bit of my soul taken away for donating money to YouTube tonight. Dude, I know, bro. It's hard. It's, especially because like half that goes to YouTube, roughly, maybe like 40%, but still like a great deal of it goes to YouTube. It's hard because it's like they don't deserve to be the Mecca that they are, right? The reason that they are the Mecca that they are is because we engage and because we allow it. Kind of. Because YouTube is hands down the best entertainment experience when it comes to stuff like this. Okay. However, think about this. The reason they are the size that they are, because YouTube wasn't profitable for like the first 12 years it existed. The reason they are the size that they are is because YouTube and Google merging and becoming Alphabet, and Alphabet's willingness to work hand in hand, elbow to elbow with the United States government and receiving federal funds from the United States government that all of us know are encroaching on all of our freedoms, liberties, and independence. This is why we're here, because we continue to feed this beast. But I mean, a lot of us are like, well, it's going to get fed either way. It's kind of more of a middle finger to the beast because you're getting paid from the beast and you use that money for things having to do with freedom, liberty, and independence. And that's a good thing. That's a middle finger back to the beast. And I'm like, yeah, but they get some of that too, right? So I'm torn, man. I'm torn. Sometimes it's a necessary evil. Yeah, I feel you, bro. A boat tipped in Long Beach tonight and dumped multiple shipping containers in the port. Yikes. That's rough. Sharing is caring. Yes, indeed. Time to go fishing. Yo, right? I always volunteer to be the bad guy in work convos. Come at me, weak fools. 100%. I hope my DK wasn't on that boat. Hot dog. Let's see, Aggie, and they decide to go ahead and be evil. That probably paid to 100%, bro. They can do the censoring for the government. Absolutely. DK Pokey. I haven't bought anything off Amazon in over 5 years. Good for you, man. Good for you. The only things I get off of Amazon are things that I can like literally only get off of Amazon. Although I did buy a pair of those $100 pants for $29.99. I'm just saying. Dude, I'm telling you, step up the game on your EDC. Literally, bro. Okay, hold up. You know, sometimes you just like cannot get enough nicotine. That's how I'm feeling. Okay, so these Vertex pants. And anyone hit me up on Instagram or the tweeters or leave a comment, whatever. I'll drop a link for you, okay? But these Vertex pants, they are not made anymore. You can't get them. You can get the Defiance jeans and whatever. These aren't the same. The Defiance jeans are the same in similar ways. But if you carry like the +1 rig from Fat Tack, right? With the holster and the magazine carrier, that's a great way to carry another magazine. Another great way to carry another magazine is these pants. They have the 2 front pockets, right? Like right in your front. They got the 5th pocket, and then they got the 2 rear pockets. And then they have in between your front pockets and rear pockets, they got 2 side pockets that fit 2 30-round PMags. No, you don't need to put PMags in there. I just usually drop an extra Glock magazine in there, and that's how I carry my spare mag if I'm not carrying like the +1 from Fat Tack. Shout out to Fat Tack, by the way. Best, most comfortable holster ever. What else, though? For different situations, maybe for if the need arises for whatever reason, you have a spot in the back of your pants where you could carry a handcuff key or maybe a rolled up $100 bill. Also in the front of your jeans, if you zip down your fly, there's a little Vertex tag right there, and you can stuff a rolled up $100 bill down there or a handcuff key or something like that, right? These are made for like law enforcement, because if law enforcement were to be handcuffed in front or behind, they could get access to a backup handcuff key. However, also, in addition to those awesome things, in the cuffs, I didn't find this until way later on, in the cuffs of the pants, if you flip up the cuff, there's like a little piece of fabric that is it's like doubled up on, right? It's like a lot of extra material. You can stick a razor blade covered with cardboard or whatever in the little like fold up part in the cuff. Like, it is made for that. It is the exact size of a razor blade in cardboard. Like, they thought of everything. Or you could put cash in there, or you could put a handcuff key or whatever. Like, it is genius level stuff. And it's like, man, like, most companies don't even think like that. Yeah, some companies do, like 511 and like other yo dog, I heard you like EDC pants. Pocket rockets, like 511, what's the other Vertex, Victos, like a bunch of other companies do the magazine pockets, which is great. Love that. But that's only one piece of it, right? Like, if you could literally shove polymer handcuff keys in those spots and just leave them in there, never take them out, right? Wash your clothes, dry them, take them out, whatever, just, leave them in there. If you wanted to. Metal handcuff keys, if you're walking through a detector or something, they're going to go off, right? But anyway, it's very creative, and it's a way to level up. Now, those $100 pants are like $30. I think one of them was like $39, but the other one's like $29. Totally worth it. I got like 3. They're like the almost like the Dickies material, but thinner and stretchy. They stopped making these, but some company has like a huge amount of backstock of them. I got a few pairs of the blue, I got 1 pair of the khaki, and I just got 1 pair of the gray because it was like $29.99. Anyway, if you guys want the links or whatever, hit me up. I'll do it like on, offline, because I don't have time to go find them and grab them right now. I don't know if I'm going to do the affiliate link thing because I still feel some kind of way about Amazon. I only give them money when I literally have to, and I don't feel like going down that road. I'm never going to do Prime again. Like whatever that show was that, what's that dude that everyone was like, he's the coolest guy. He's a gun guy. He knows about guns. There's a show. Man, what was it? It was the dude that lost a bunch of weight. I'm totally drawing a blank. Anyway, Crump was huge on this PWDC. Yes. Crump was big on this show. Man, what was the show? It was like an action thriller show where the dude was like in some type of like unit, law enforcement, military, special forces kind of thing. And I was super excited about the show, and then Crump was like, yeah, it's on Prime. And I was like, Prime? Like, what do you mean Prime? Like the drink? He's like, no, it's on Amazon Prime. You got a Jared from Subway. No, he's a PDF file. Man, I can't remember. Not the Reacher. Oh man, this is gonna drive me nuts. I can't remember. It's the guy that everyone said he used to be chubby, and then when he lost weight, everyone said he was good looking. Reacher. Oh, Reacher Round. Just kidding. Dang, what is his freaking name? What's that stupid show? Oh my goodness. Whatever. Anyway, it's like cheesy. I can't even remember. But yeah, he was like, yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna watch it. He's like, what do you mean? Just watch it. You'll be, you'll be amongst the gun guys. They got all these gun things, and they're like, oh, I knew he fired 15 rounds because that was a SIG 226, and that's a 15+1 Nash Bridges. Yo, you guys are the most. Oh, MASH. It was MASH. That's what Jonah Hill. Yo, all right, now you guys are just playing, dude. Oh, you guys are great. Hey, I did lose a bunch of weight eating Subway every day for like a year straight. 6-inch turkey on honey oat with like nothing on it, bro. And that, dude, straight up, I got lean back then. I also was hungry all day, every day. Anyway, bro, ground chicken, vegetables, brown rice. Stew it up. And did you know that your body metabolizes things in a particular order? So sugar is like immediate energy. So it's always gonna digest or metabolize sugar sooner for immediate energy. And then it metabolizes everything else like in the order of like fat, meat and protein and whatever. So if you stop eating like all the sugary junk and then feed your body like protein, it will have to metabolize through fat and then protein, which it starts eating with anyway. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap it up on that level. I appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out, man. All the support tonight was insane. The fact that we gave away like 40 channel memberships is nuts, and you guys are incredible. Thank you, Ting Ting. Thank you, Ting Ting. If you ever get like lonely, or if you ever want to, just kind of hang out, even if you just want to like fall asleep on the phone while talking with each other. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm inappropriate. But for real though, No, I'm kidding. Okay. And thank you, Ting Ting. Thank you, Hot Dog 990. Love you, brother. And thank you, Steve Whoop, and all you guys that support. And you guys just being here and just kicking it, chatting, commenting. It's so funny because I'll be like, signing off, and it'll say like a wrap up, and it'll say like, you got like 400 views, and you have 7 comments, and you had 12,300 chat messages. It's like, dang, like that's insane, dude. Absolutely insane. But dude, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for real. Couldn't do this without y'all, man. This is awesome. I'm grateful for all of you guys, your generosity, everything. It means the world to me, for real. I want to remind all of you guys that regardless of who's in the Oval Office, man, we got to talk about the Chirac, what is it? Shypocalypse. Oh man, that's crazy. Dude, they're talking about they're not going to have it. So, I don't know if they're like, you're not going to federalize our police. We're not, man, if that goes down, then things could go down real quick like that if things go bad, bro. If just always be prepared. Remember, water, food, shelter, security, all those things have subcategories. So just make sure you're preparing in every single way that you can. Don't just get some guns and ammo, some MREs and some boof wangs and be like, I'm ready, right? Those are the people that are like, I can't wait for it to pop off. I'm like, yo, you think you're ready, bro? Your gas tank is on E. What are you talking about? A bike is a huge SHTF prep. I'm so glad I got the bike. It's a lot of work though, man. Dang, it's a lot of work. Anyway, I'm going to continue working on myself and continue getting better and better every day. And I appreciate you guys being on the journey with me. It means a lot. Be prepared. Be prepared. Wasn't that a song in Aladdin or something? Anyway, guys, yeah, regardless of whose administration we're under, it is so important that we recognize that we are still involved in a culture war, not a culture, fist fight, not a culture, snafu, a culture war. Okay. And it is important that you take on the role of culture warrior, and that we do what we're supposed to do while still bettering ourselves, becoming better every single day, being, more notable leaders within our home, better spiritual leaders, getting a better and closer relationship with God, building a relationship with Jesus, and, just get right with God. All right. But being a better spiritual leader at home, being a better leader within your community, a better leader within your church, and showing up and improving and growing and developing in every way that you can. Also, the only way that we can grow and develop and improve is if we have metrics and rules and expectations. And some of the rules that I like to share with you guys at the end of every show are: rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with someone else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind, please. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because the hand that's open to give is open to receive. And rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, and women. Good men skilled in violence. So make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. And don't forget, 3D print guns, build guns, machine lowers, do provided that you can lawfully where you're at, just build guns. That is so important. And that is important to our freedom, independence, and liberty. Do your thing. I love every single one of y'all, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. See you on the next one. Peace. Fire Router, I see you, bro. I see you. Fluffy, Zanty, lawfully. Awfully, lawfully. DC, appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Have a good night, man. Oh, and don't forget, if you do want to support the channel, make sure you shop at dldhardware.com or definitionknives.com. That's where to get the best equipment for building GATs or the best equipment for your EDC knives. I'll catch you on the flip side. Love y'all. Peace. Peace. Peace.